Moitie here. Today I'm going to do a haul video of lots of stuff I got from Japan recently. This is a very big box. Oh my, it's so huge. I got a lot of brand and then CDs. So I want to try to separate them as best I can, like the clothing first and then the CDs the other time. But oh my. Before I do that, I did order some stuff at the beginning of May. So that's separate from the giant haul box, which was a horrible idea because I'm like, I'm gonna buy stuff from Excentrique. It's gonna come up at the end of May. I'll just start a pile, which is horrible. So let's just get the earlier stuff out of the way. I got this dress from Excentrique. It is the one, the H Heckler one. And I was really worried it was gonna sell out, so I bought it before and I was happy because it did both times. It's really fun. I accidentally spilled makeup on it, so I have to like wash it like a million times to get the makeup out. Dish soap is the thing to use to get rid of makeup. It was really fun. I will do close-up photos of all of this stuff at the end, so stay tuned for the end for close-ups. It was so fun. I loved it so much. It was to the slip inside was interesting because it was too high on me and I had to get it altered to sit lower because I have a bust, so that didn't work out. And it doesn't have, like, the slip itself doesn't have enough room for a petticoat inside, so at least not the one I have, which is a really, really light one with no petticoats for these. And then at the same time as I bought the other one, I bought this, which was the spring robe. I have another robe, which I love from them. It's just a nice cotton with lots of ruffles. My other robe I have from them has like a string in the back to kind of help control the fabric volume and give you a little bit more definition. This one doesn't, so you kind of look like a giant black blob, but I like how it had short sleeves so I could wear this during the summer and have a robe to put over all my stuff, and it is dark, like my soul. And the other thing I bought recently was this, which is also from Excentrique, but nothing new. I got this off Lace Market for a really good price. I have this dress in sand. If you notice me, I do. So I have it in sand, and I always would see it online and I would always think, this is such a pretty dress, what is it? And I would go, oh, I already have that dress, no wonder I like it. So I figured I should just go buy the black. And the black doesn't have as much as the nightgown feeling as the sand does, so I'm happy about it. Oh. Okay, let's open the box. That's all you all are rating. I kind of like forget some of the stuff I got, but then I was thinking about it recently, so I remembered. So let's just open. I need to stand up to get off the other side. I use Japanica. Usually they're in a little for the Excentrique stuff, but they did not get back to me and they seem to not be getting back or updating since December, so don't use them anymore. We'll go do this one first. I got something from Victorian Maiden. Most of the stuff I did get used, but I guess I did get some of the stuff new. Oh, this is the dress! I completely forgot I bought a dress. Like, I knew I bought a hat. I completely forgot about this dress. Oh, does that make me horrible? Let's see. Oh, cool. They gave me some postcards and a necklace. That was nice of them. So bad I completely forgot about a dress. I completely forgot about it. So it came with the bag, which is nice. I completely forgot. This is like a big impulse buy on my part. So it came, and I forgot the title. It's like a blue chiffon dress, and I really hope it fits. But it was blue, and I wanted to add more blue to my wardrobe. And, oh, it's so pretty. It has a nice chiffon, and, oh, that's the tag. Oh, like, it feels really thick. It's the tag, it has blue lace, and it has nice shirring around the arms and up here. It's supposed to be able to go all the way down to your shoulders, like off the shoulder, and it's really pretty. I think it has white lining inside, and even though it's blue, it kind of comes up on here, so it kind of looks like it's stained, which isn't nice. But the lace here is really pretty. It's not as chiffon-y as I thought. I thought it was going to be chiffon. It kind of looked like chiffon. It's more of a cotton. And the lace in the back goes up and doesn't go all the way around, like in a same kind of level. So let's do this. Oh, is what I thought the other thing was. And this is a Victorian maiden hat. It's in the Bordeaux. I got it used. It doesn't fit on my head, obviously, because I have other things going on. But it is a good size and it has a little bow on the side. I wanted a Bordeaux hat since I have one Bordeaux dress. And yay, hats! I always wanted to buy a hat recently for a while. This was another impulse buy. Like, I should stop these, but it looked, Adelaide Puddle did a photo of it in person and it just looked so pretty. This is from Shiglet. I think one of the designers used to help with Black Piece Now, so it kind of has that aesthetic I really like. It does seem a little short, but it is a black with this teal embroidery. It looks like it has a built-in petticoat. And yeah, well, not really a petticoat, more like this under ruffle layer. This one is kind of a chiffon-y fabric. It does have full shirring in the back and a big bow and shirring up here and shirring on the sleeves. So I hope this fits. I will probably have to wear like an underskirt with it just because it looked really short even in the photo. And instead of like lace, it has more like ribbon. So I hope it takes the petticoat well, but it looks really short. So underskirt ahoy, but the embroidery is this thing that really got me, and I'll show a close-up of it at the end. It's really pretty. Let's see what this is. I don't know what this is. I think this is like an extra. Oh, I think it is an extra. I bought some stuff from an indie brand, so I think they just gave me some extra stuff about, yeah, they just gave me some extra stuff about them, and a free little pin, so that was nice. I got a butterfly pin. But this, I think, is the thing I actually bought from them. Ooh, has nice packaging. Oh, they actually like had it so it stays put. I got a feathered ear cuff thing. I got it from, I had like one from Excentrique and I saw the feathers and I thought, oh, this will match. Online the feathers look more blue than white, so I thought they were actually black and blue, but I guess it's black and white. See, it's important to read what actually happens. So this is really pretty. And the little jewel is like sparkly. Okay. I'm trying to get, oh, I forgot about that dress too. Okay, I forget about a lot of the stuff. What's this? A ring? Oh, I did get a ring! I got a blue bunny ring from that place too, and I forgot. These are some Moitié socks. I basically got it just for these socks, which are cream over the knee socks, and it came with these black ones too, which I don't care as much about because I just want lace top socks. So I got this as well. So if you want these, tell me and we'll arrange pricing. And then I got this skirt from Triple Fortune, not from them but used. I don't like Triple Fortune's quality, but this person had it for ridiculously cheap. Like I could go out and buy like dinner for husband and I, and it would still not equal as much as this. So this is about the quality as my other. Actually, this one's better than my other one because they actually sewed the channel shut for that. But it is a blue kind of graveyard, like thorn scene, and it has some language on here that I don't know. It was pretty and it was blue, and I didn't notice on my photos, but when I looked at it later, oh, it has a giant cross, but now that I look at it, it looks like a statue that happens to be an angel, which I was really happy because I thought it was a cross. And I'm like, I'm gonna be wearing this giant cross. So I actually like this a lot better than the violet skirt I have. It seems to be sewn better. It does not have a slip because that's what Triple Fortune does. They kind of skip. I'm just saying that's what I think. I think it seems really straight. It doesn't seem so wonky. So this actually is much better quality than my other one by them. So, but I still would never ever buy a Triple Fortune new because I don't think it's worth the price. But this, for the cost of a dinner that disappears, I was happy to buy. And I'm actually really excited about this. thought I was gonna be really disappointed. And I'm not. And it has bats! Oh my, that's so cute. It has little bats at the top. So that is really cool. This is an eccentric skirt. I have like 4 normal skirts for like normal wear for around the office, and there's one that I hate so much. So this is to replace this one. I actually have the vest. So it is just a normal skirt with shirring all the way around. It has little feathers on it. It's from, I think they're like 2014-ish release, and it has a waist tie, which I usually never wear because I just get a shirt and button over it. Really nice, eccentric. I love them so much. So yay, skirt. Oh, and that's I forgot. This is horrible. Like I feel like I'm opening like lots of surprises. So Moi-Moitié socks. So I got a black pair and a white pair, which I didn't think I have any white Moitié socks. So yay, more lace top over these socks. They were a good price, so I'm like, just buy them. Oh, this fabric is really thick. It feels like, not like corduroy, but it feels really thick. This is the newest Excentrique release. They released a like wallpaper dress at the same time, but I'm like, no, you don't need to get both dresses. It says the person who just bought like a million other dresses. So I just bought this one, but like now the more I look at the wallpaper dress, I'm like, I should just buy that one too. So this is the blue floral one. It is so pretty, and the fabric is really nice and thick. Like really good quality, and it has a slip as well, and has this lace detail up front. It is the usual eccentric style. That's, I guess, like an empire waist dress that has shirring on the empire waist, so it accommodates lots of big sizes. And the sleeves don't have shirring, but I know I'm pretty good with the sleeves with eccentric, so it's good. And then if you really need to, there's some gatherings. If you really had to like undo the sleeve, you could fairly well. Oh, this is pretty. I wanted to add more like navy to my dress, and this goes. It has a lot of more yellow details than I thought it was. Like the ribbon for the flowers are yellow, and there's actually some yellow flowers on here. And the little lace at top is really pretty. Oh. Wow. I have one more thing, which I think started this whole entire like buying thing. So I'm gonna move these CDs out of the way. Oh look, I got gifts. Shiglet gave me this random like file thing. I've been using these a lot. I really like these. These are fun. And Excentrique gave me their spring catalog as well as the fall one, which I already own both of these, but that's okay. So I got the spring. I'm excited to see what the new one is because I usually like the autumn, but I probably shouldn't like it as much. So this is really the thing that started it all. Oh, it came in this big black box. Are you ready for it? It's packaged very well. I'm going to remove it from the bag. Ah, it's so pretty. It is the actual Moi Meme Moitie back bag. It has the little coffin and the little candle block, and it unzips, and it is the amount of blue inside. So, I always wanted to get one of these. I had the Loris bag. I wore it like twice, and then I would just feel incredibly guilty for owning it. And oh look, it even like, it has a snap for the end, so it doesn't stick up. My Loris bag did not have that. And it just feels so much better and higher quality, and it has like the big blue inside. Oh, I'd always find this online, and it was always for like really expensive used, and this is the first one I saw like under $200 new, or used rather, but it feels brand new. Like I don't see any signs of wear. There's a little bit of like completely straight here, but I can barely even tell. Usually they have like a big like bend here, but it seems like the bottom kind of goes whoosh a bit more. Oh, I'm so happy to have this. I feel like my Moitié soul is complete. You know, like when you're young and you're a little gothic person and you're like, Moitié, once I get Moitié, I have made it, and then you get Moitié, and then you have to move on to the next thing, and for me that was this backpack. Oh, that's amazing. should see down below. It's like this biggest mess ever. Okay, anyway, so now we're on to the CDs. If you want to see up close of all the fabric and clothing I got, just stay tuned to the end. But we're on to the CDs now, which is also my other hobby. I really like Japanese rock music. I'm excited for a lot of these CDs. I got the 2 Spiff States singles, which I did not have. It has June from Phantasmagoria on there, and I don't think they were available on CD Japan anymore, so I was happy to get those. Also, I really like Kiyoharu. So basically, he's like a 47-year-old man, and he's been in music since, you know, he was a teenager, and I really like all of his stuff. So I ended up having to like buy, you know, I bought basically his entire discography that I did not own. So this is a SADS CD. This is another SADS CD. And this is a SADS single that has a mostly naked lady on it, but it came as part of the set. This is Fairy for a Loop, which was the last album by Fairy 4, which I did not have, so I was excited to get this as well. And I think this one, is this one the DVD version? No, it doesn't look like it, but this one was fun. So yay for Fairy 4. It has like Sweetness and all these other songs I like by Fairy 4. Fairy 4. This is another SADS album. If you like SADS are kind of more like, I wouldn't say punky, but not really. They're more like the old super heavy rock of Kiyoharu. This one's 13. This one they put and like extra casing. These are more CDs by Kiyoharu. This one's technically by Kiyoharu, and this one is technically also by Kiyoharu. Like I said, he has like 3 bands. He has like Kuroyume, and he has SADS, and he has his solar stuff, which is Kiyoharu. So, guys, oh my, he has like a pimp. He looks like a pimp here. I'll like zoom up on that. Another one. This one's Studizo, and I think I bought this while I was listening to the Studizo DVD. I'm like, oh, I should just buy the CD. So, CD of Studizo. Most of the CDs I bought, actually, let's return. All of the CDs I bought used because they were much cheaper. Japan doesn't do like MP3s. They just don't. They're still a CD culture. That way you can buy like 3 different versions of the same CD because they have one song that's different. And they're kind of like a thing with super fans and all this stuff. So if I still want CDs from my Japanese artists, I have to buy the CDs, not download them. Only a few do downloading, and those are usually like years after the CD has been out forever. So another Studizo. You know, I was going to sit and write today, and I figure I'm probably not anymore. I'm just going to listen to tons of music. This is the other Kiyoharu CD. Another one. I actually got this for my friend's birthday, so I thought I had it, but then I realized like, oh no, I gave it away. So yay, another Kiyoharu. I know what you're thinking. How many CDs does this guy have? He has a lot. More Kiyoharu, more Kiyoharu. Two more, this one and then another one. But the other one's like awesome. Like super, super awesome. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Oh my. So this is SADS album. I have this one already. But it came in a set, so I figured, wow, that really hurt. So it came in a set for like 20 bucks, so I'm like, I can totally get it. This was a single by them. Oh no, this is their first album. It just was so thin that I thought it was a single. Another 5 years collection of SADS. Does this come with 2? I don't understand this. Wait, I'm confused. 2? Oh, this is just like a strange case. Okay, so this is, no, because usually they put the CD inside here. I know Kiyoharu, I know that's what he does. Oh, no, I get it. No, I don't know. This is another Kiyoharu one that has 2. So I don't quite understand why there's 2, but sure, we'll go with that. I guess because it was like a special edition or something. Usually he does. Kiyoharu's nice because he'll put out really cheap albums because usually they're like 40 bucks for an album, but he'll do it cheaper because he'll do like cardboard and he'll put the CD in here, but this one has this, which is not in there. So maybe this is like an early SADS thing. So, and this is the last of the fan club only DVDs by Pierrot. I debated about buying this so much because I thought it was so overpriced. I really love Pierrot and I kept on seeing it every time I had these giant hauls, and I'm like, Amy, just go get it already. So this is the last of the fan club only DVDs. I have seen some like super ultra rare like mail-in only special thing, but I only saw that once, so I'm gonna pretend it does not exist. But this is the Heaven Side Live with Budokan 2002. So they broke up in 2006, and this is, I think, before they had like the whole like AEG and Kirito had their big argument. It is a 2 DVD set. I am excited to finally be able to watch this because I wouldn't let myself like watch the pirated version on YouTube because that would be cheating. I'm very excited about this. Like my Pierrot fangirl fantasies are all coming true. Now I'm gonna go on to just showing all the clothes, but we're not gonna have another haul video like this for a long time. I might buy some smaller things, but let's see what these things look like. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I talk about writing and fashion. As you see, I sometimes do these giant epic hauls of death, and oh my, I'm gonna show you what this looks like down below because it's crazy. Do you see this mess? This is like the biggest mess ever from all of this stuff. So messy. Just to mention, everything that's linkable, like all the websites and the musical groups, will be linked. Obviously not the exact dresses, just because the way Lolita fashion changes and most of the stuff is used, but I will link to the brand, so if you like something similar, then you do. I will flash the name of the dresses, hopefully on screen now, but that's the lace detail up top. It is really pretty. And this is from what I can tell, it's coming true to scale, the color that is, and it's really pretty. This seems a little bit shorter than my other eccentric dresses, which usually go slightly over my knee. There is no fancy details at the bottom. The slip is completely detachable. It is actually not actually sewn on to the dress itself in any kind of way. So if you wanted just to have like a white or something different under here, you totally could, and it's not a big deal at all. I really love these designs. These are black tassels, which are different than I expected. And the color is just so vibrant and rich. It's coming out a little bit brighter than it is in real life, or at least the way I can see it. So I remember people on the Lolita updates were saying how it was such a like a bright red, but it really is slightly deeper when you look at it. And because you have all this other stuff on there, it just this is my favorite part. It's just wonderful. There's so much stuff to look at, and everything is just. It's so awesome. Like, I understand why people are obsessed with sweets because they could just stare at their dresses all day. The tassels are black, which I thought was interesting because on the shawl they're red. This has that same subtle black stripe that Excentrique does that I love to death so much. Detail does not go all the way around the top, but it does stop with the shirring. These are the bats I was talking about. I don't know if this is French or Latin, so if you know, that'd be kind of fun. Nocturna, I think that might be Latin then. This is not a cross, which I was happy about. It is a statue that's on a cross, but I could just pretend it is a statue of an angel, which is okay with me. Nice detail. This actually just feels better than my other one. My other one has some really clunky bottom ruffles. They use different kinds of fabric, and this actually feels really light. So this feels a lot better, and from what I can tell, it looks a lot better than my violet skirt I got from them, which was just really horrible quality. This is not the best quality, just because it doesn't have a slip, which I think it should have, and this kind of, do you see that? It's just like, this is the shearing, and it just seems kind of not as quality as the other brand I get. Like, definitely not Excentrique. Like, we'll look at the Excentrique waist, which is black, so it'll be harder to see, and you could see just the more attention to detail they have. This is the Excentrique skirt. You can see the more iridescent feathers, and then the lace ribbon detail here is really pretty. But this here, which makes it hard for a petticoat to look not awkward on you. But if you see here, that's the bottom. Now this is a fairly elastic waist too. I will say it doesn't go as big as the ones from Triple Fortune has, and this does have a slip, but you can just kind of compare. Like this one, it goes in, and because this one has a slip, it's able to be tucked inside under the slip, and even then this one could be tucked inside as well, so you don't see the bottom serging. But as you see, this one is tucked in, and it looks just a lot nicer. Like I said, I don't like Triple Fortune quality that much. This is why I bought this one used for basically the cost of dinner. So yay, Yahoo Auction Japan. These are the smaller items and the gifts. The backpack gets its own little thing. Moitie socks. In case you're wondering, I think they're very stretchy. If you ever had like Enchantly socks, I pretty much think they're maybe a little bit smaller than that, but completely fine. I know the Alice and the Pirate one has given me issues, so if you're into socks, sock sizes, that's it. I'm not opening this because I'm not going to keep it. This was all the stuff from the indie brand, and then this was the free gift they gave me. If you have a question about quality, then you can ask me, but I probably don't know for a little while. If I ever don't sound excited, it's because with my purchases, it's usually because I don't really get excited about dresses until I've worn them a few times. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Very eccentric stuff. And then this was that wallpaper dress I was talking about. It looks really pretty. And that's kind of how you can see when I said it kind of billows out a bit more over here. That's what it seems like when it talks about it. This is the side. Oh, the little coffin zipper with Moi Meme Moitie on them, and the candelabra, as I say. Over here too. Over here as well. This bag just kind of feels bigger than my Lures bags. I don't know if it's because I'm just impressed that it's mana or something. There's a little snap to snap this down, but I'm not going to do it. This is how it stands. There is a little kind of hole from where the sleeves are. It is used, so it does have some kind of frame. It just feels so much sturdier than my Lures bag. It just felt so like plasticky and vinyl, and this one feels, even though it is made out of vinyl as well, it's very sturdy. Like there's no, it's not like, oh, it's the same thing. Like this feels so much more impressive. It feels like quality. It feels like something Maddie would make, because you know how he is. Just one pocket inside. It does do this, which is something in my Lures bag did too, where it doesn't, it's smaller on this side than on this side. So that was something I thought was just a strange thing my Lures bag did, but it looks like the Moi Meme Moitie one does too. This is Moi Meme Moitie there, and it's blue. I think the inside probably holds much the same. It does feel a little bit bigger. I sold my Lures bag, I'll try to do a comparison. But this just feels like so much sturdier. Like the other one just felt like it was just gonna like break. In comparison to this, like having it at the time, I thought it was fine, but having this now, it's just like, wow. Wow, like this zipper is heavy. Like it feels like it's not gonna break on you, and oh, I feel my little gothicness has won out. Okay, I separated these out to make them easier, and look, this one is actually like velveteen and I thought that was kind of interesting that it was velveteen. CD, yes, that doesn't have it. So these are all the SADS album. If you have a question about exactly what album it is, then just leave a comment down below and I can get you to it. This one's kind of off to the side. These are all the ones by Kiyoharu, and I noticed that these are all facing this way, except for like this one, which is a very early one of him. So I don't know if that's him. Oh, and remember I talked about how he kind of looked like a pimp. That's what I mean. I mean, look at all that random junk inside Kiyoharu. I don't know about him sometimes. Here are all the other ones. The Fairy 4, the Sujizo, Spiff States. This one has a DVD. Yay, excitement. Pierrot DVD. A fan club only thing is a very interesting thing in Japan. They you buy a fan club, you get a fan club newsletter, and you also get the first pick of the seats. And if the band is really mean, because most of the time they don't let you do it if you're in the US, you also get fan club only. And Cafe did this and it really pissed me off. Pierrot did it too, but you can always find their stuff used fairly commonly after a while. So that was my haul.